Next up, Ben Carson, who is a total idiot when it comes to the Middle East. I don't know how else to phrase it. I don't know how else to position it. Talk about getting stuck in the mud and sinking further. The guy has no clue what he's talking about. He has no intelligence background whatsoever or information to support what he is doubling down on, that China has involvement in the Middle East. Listen to this.
The Syrians have sophisticated Chinese weaponry. That's the basis of it. And that sophisticated Chinese weaponry requires support in order to utilize it.
And where are you getting that information from? Who's been advising you on that matter?
My advisors. I have advisors who are former military people and advisors who are former CIA people.
He's talking about an 83-year-old guy who was advising him. And now, of course, the New York Times has come out saying that, that guy's totally out of the loop. Carson doesn't know what he's talking about. But did you hear what he said? There's Chinese military hardware in the Middle East. The White House needs to put this to bed once and for all. I know that Susan Rice made a comment on it earlier this week, but it's would be more than apropos to have it happen again. Now, this is Armstrong Williams, who apparently is a close associate and advisor to Ben Carson, defending him on these ridiculous accusations about what's unfolding in the Middle East.
Dr. Carson was very dismissive of the question. He did not think it was a question because it was hypothetical. And Dr. Carson doesn't like answering hypotheticals. And so he intentionally did not answer the question. And why I know that, because I had an extensive discussion with him earlier this morning about the Fox interview.
What did he say?
He said he was very dismissive. He just thought it was a silly question. And I said to him, I said, look, when you're on these national forums as well as in the debates, when they ask these questions, while you may think they're silly, if you don't answer them, people may think that you don't know the answer, in which you've been asked that question 100 times, and we know you know the answer. The landscape of foreign policy, the country, and the dynamics are changing every day. The bottom line, on any given day, any of these candidates can be asked a question about foreign policy that they could not answer.
Okay, hold on. I've had enough. First of all, Armstrong Williams has got a shaky past from the Bush administration. I don't have time to get into that, but he is basically a loser. The dynamic in the Middle East is changing from day to day. Now, what does that mean? Does that mean that the Chinese have their military hardware in there on Monday, but on Tuesday it's gone, and then it's back on Wednesday, and they might keep it over for the weekend? This is crazy. And the fact that the mainstream media in this country is just coddling this Ben Carson is outrageous. He's an idiot. He doesn't know what's going on in the Middle East, and he's digging himself deeper into a hole. Enjoy the show, Republicans. And Schultz News and Commentary. We're back tomorrow.
Perfect.
Huh?
That's perfect. That's perfect.
It's changing from day to day.
Oh, man.